Hello, Guido here from blockbuilders.net, and today I want to show you how the cryptocurrency exchange Binance works. First of all, Binance is by far the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. So if you are just looking at coinmarketcap.com, and there you can select exchanges, and then you can look at spot or futures or derivatives volume. You can see in terms of spot value, so that's basically just cryptocurrencies traded, so bought or sold, and there was a volume of almost 24 billion in the past 24 hours. And looking at derivatives, the volume was more than 73 billion in the last 24 hours. If you compare that to other exchanges, you can see that Binance is by far the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. And now you can even buy and sell cryptocurrencies against your fiat currencies like euros, British pounds, Australian dollars. And basically you can also trade a lot of cryptocurrency markets. So for example, Binance right now has more than 380 cryptocurrency markets that are traded on the exchange. If you compare that to FTX or Coinbase, you can see that they have less than that, way less than that. If you don't have a Binance account yet, I put a link down in the description that you can use to sign up for Binance. And if you use that link, you will actually save 10% on fees for a lifetime. Once you have an account, the first thing you need to do is you need to verify your identity. You basically need to do that on every exchange where you can trade cryptocurrencies against regular currencies like euros or British pounds, not just on Binance. So in order to do that, you just click on identification, and I already did that. Otherwise, you would need to upload a government ID here or your passport and answer a few questions like what's your address and that kind of stuff. And then it automatically verifies you, and it usually just takes a few minutes, and then you can use the platform. Once you have that, the first thing you need to do in order to trade on Binance is basically to deposit some money. In order to do that, you just need to go to wallet here or to wallets, and then you can see all the wallets that there are on Binance. And you basically need to open your spot wallet here, and then you can click on deposit, and then you can select if you either want to deposit cryptocurrencies. And if you want to do that, it's basically pretty straightforward. Just select the network, and then it shows you an address where you can send the cryptocurrencies to. Or if you want to deposit other currencies like euros, you click here, and then you can deposit euro, for example, or as I said, British pound, Australian dollars, and so on. And there are several ways to do that. However, the best way to do that is basically a bank transfer, and it only costs €1. And the past few times I did it, it usually arrived within a couple of hours. So it's actually quite fast, at least when you do it during a regular business day. And you can also deposit some money via your credit card. However, they charge you a 1.8% fee. So if you deposit 1,000 euros on the exchange, they charge you 18 euros for the fee. So it's actually quite high compared to the €1 they charge you if you do a regular bank transfer. And the bank transfer is also quite fast. Okay, next thing I want to show you, because we just talked about deposits, is how you can withdraw money. You basically click on withdraw, and then you can either withdraw cryptocurrency. So there you just type in address where you want to send the money to, like a Bitcoin address, or you can withdraw your regular currencies like euros, again with a bank transfer. They only charge you €1, and you can also withdraw money to your Visa card, and they charge you a higher fee, again the 1.8%. So that's basically it in terms of depositing and withdrawing money on Binance. Once you have done that, you can basically start trading cryptocurrencies. So the easiest way to get cryptocurrency is if you use Binance Convert. So it basically just converts one cryptocurrency into another, or one cryptocurrency into a regular currency. So let's say I have some Bitcoin here and I want to exchange that Bitcoin into euros. I can just click preview conversion. Yeah, and you can see for my one Bitcoin I would get almost 20,000 euros here, and I have a couple of seconds to convert it, or otherwise I need to request a new quote. And you can basically see how much you would get here. So then you can go back, and that's convert. Of course, you can also switch that, so you can convert euro into Bitcoin or a lot of other cryptocurrencies. Another way to trade on Binance, if you go to spot, and spot basically means, as I said, just buying or selling cryptocurrencies. And there you can say, okay, you basically want to trade Bitcoin against USDT, or if you have euros again, you can just say, okay, I want to trade BTC against euro or any other cryptocurrency, or BTC against USDT again. Let's look for BTC. I need to do it that way. Yeah. BTC here. And there you can basically do spot trading. So that's basically buying or selling a cryptocurrency, or cross and isolated would basically mean it's margin trading. So you can trade with leverage. However, I wouldn't recommend that if you're new to trading. I would just use spot trading. And then you can just say, okay, I want to buy Bitcoin. You can see the current price right now, and you can say, okay, for market order, you can say, okay, I want to invest all my money, like 1,100 USDT, and click buy, and then it would execute the order immediately. The difference would be if you do a limit order, you can say, okay, you want to buy Bitcoin if the price, for example, drops to 17,000 USDT, and then you want to invest everything, and then you click buy BTC. And then you can see I would basically get an open order here that would stay open until the Bitcoin price drops to that level. However, I can cancel the order anytime. And now it's gone. And as you can see, selling is basically the same. You can either do a limit or a market order. Market order, basically you just say, okay, I want to sell one BTC. Click sell, and the order would get filled immediately. Or limit order, you can say, okay, if the price goes up to 20,000 USDT, you want to sell one BTC, then it would be written in the order book and would stay there until the price is reached. Here you have the order book, all the sell orders and all the buy orders, and here you have the latest trades. And here you have the chart, and one bar here is 1 hour. However, you can also change that to 15 minutes, for example, or 1 day, and so on. So you can basically customize that here. So that's it in terms of spot trading. And as I said, margin trading is basically trading with leverage here. Cross basically means it would use your whole portfolio, and with isolated you can say, okay, you only want to use a certain amount for a certain trade. However, I can't recommend that if you are a beginner, so I wouldn't do that. There are some other options here, like peer-to-peer trading. That's basically just a marketplace. It's not nearly as convenient as just buying spot or selling spot, or converting cryptocurrencies. So it just makes sense if you can do like a SEPA transfer and you need another form of sending money to someone. So however, I would not recommend using peer-to-peer. And then you can do like some strategy trading here, like grid trading for more advanced users, for example. And OTC basically means it's over the counter. That means if you're trading large amounts, like a couple million euros, with one trade, then you can use the OTC option from Binance. And then there's another thing that's called derivatives. Derivatives basically means you can trade futures. So let's say you want to trade futures, and the best way to do that would be USD futures. That basically means you can trade futures against USDT, depending on how much USDT you have in your account, and then you can basically trade with leverage. For example, in terms of Bitcoin, you can trade with a leverage of up to 125x. However, for example, if you trade with 100x leverage, that would basically mean you would get liquidated and you would lose all your money if the position moves just 1% against you. So I really would not recommend trading a higher leverage than 3, for example. And here again, the biggest advantage is you can go long or short, and you can close your position quite often. I do a separate video about futures trading. It's also only for more advanced users, but you basically have the same options like a limit or market order and so on. So let's have a look at what else is interesting on Binance. There we go, back to Binance. And there you have the option of Binance Earn. And Binance Earn is basically your way of earning some interest on your cryptocurrencies. So depending on what kind of cryptocurrencies you have, let's say you have a proof of stake cryptocurrency like Ethereum or Cardano or Avalanche, you can basically deposit them here and then you would earn some interest. For example, on Avalanche, if you deposit it for 120 days, you would get 19% annual revenue. So basically 120 days here, that means you would get approximately 1/3 of these 19% after 120 days. Because it's always annually here that you have to keep in mind. And if you deposit USDT, for example, you would get 8%, and it's even flexible, so you can access your USDT at every point and get it back. So here you would have to wait for the 90 days or the 120 days to be over. You have no chance on getting access to your cryptocurrencies during that 120 days. So you always have to wait until the period is over. And as I said, flexible, you can access your money anytime. There's also some options to like DeFi staking, for example, that you can see here, and so on. You can see the percentages here, and that's basically it. There's also a thing that they call Launchpad, where they introduce new tokens every once in a while that you can buy. So you can also look at that every once in a while to check if there's something new coming. Currently they don't have anything here. The last one ended half a year ago, so it was quite a while ago. And then there's something that they call finance here. So you can basically get your Binance credit card. It's a credit card that you can use to pay for things, and it basically uses your cryptocurrency that you have on Binance. So once you pay with that card, it basically sells part of your Bitcoin or Ethereum, or depending what you want to use, and sells it into your local currency and uses it to pay with the credit card. And of course, you can also buy and sell some NFTs on Binance. They have a whole marketplace on there. However, most of the big and popular NFTs are only traded on OpenSea. So it's more like a niche marketplace compared to OpenSea. So that's basically the most important parts you have to know about Binance. I will do a couple other videos where I go into more details, for example, when it comes to futures or derivatives trading and some other stuff. If you have any questions, please feel free to use the comments down below. If you find that video helpful, please hit the like button, and if you don't have a Binance account yet, use the link down in the description to sign up and save 10% on fees. We didn't really talk about fees yet, but the fees are actually quite cheap compared to other platforms. So if you are buying or selling a cryptocurrency on Binance, they only charge you 0.1%. And if you are paying the fee with BNB, so you need some BNB in your account, then you only are paying 0.075%. And if you trade higher volumes, the fee even goes down to 0.09%. And they make a difference here between maker and taker. Maker is basically a limit order that goes into the order book first, and taker is a market order that will get filled immediately or executed immediately. So there's an incentive to do a limit order, but only if you are trading more than 1 million USD per month. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching.